What's going on, everyone, and welcome to 100's Football Sports Talk Radio. I'm your host this morning, Logan Landers, and today I'm doing a special NFL draft prospect look at Alec Pierce, the wide receiver from Cincinnati with the Bearcats. So if you enjoy this video and like this episode of the podcast today, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. We go live twice a week on Facebook and YouTube on Mondays and Wednesdays. We have a daily podcast with anywhere from 1 to 3, maybe even more episodes coming out each and every single day. We have an Instagram account at 100 Football with clips of all our shows. Like I said, you can listen to us anywhere, you can watch us anywhere, and we have tons of content for you right now. But before I get started talking about Alec Pierce, guys, I just want to give you something. Look, we're all sad, right? Football season is over. I know it's not fun, but it's all right though. Basketball is in full steam for both pro and college hoops. And guys, from all the latest odds, totals, player performance props, to where the next fired coach is going to land, Bet Online is the number one spot for all of your sports betting needs. Head over to the website or use your mobile devices to sign up today and receive your 50% welcome bonus on your first deposit. Just use our promo code BELIEVE, that's BLEAV, to get started. And it's not just basketball only. BetOnline is your source for hockey, boxing, and UFC odds coverage, right down to the Olympics also. It's the best in the business. From sports right down to your favorite Vegas casino games, BetOnline is your number one online wagering destination. BetOnline, the fastest and easiest way to wager on all your favorite sports and play your favorite games. BetOnline, where the game starts. Thanks to the Believe Podcast Network and for BetOnline for helping sponsor this video. Alec Pierce, the senior, coming out of Cincinnati, 6'3", 213 pounds, played a very good career. We all know what Cincinnati did, right? Final Four team this past season in college football. And this man had a very good career, right? He played there for quite a while, put up some very good numbers. His stats, I'm going to pull those up real quick. 2019, 37 catches, 652 yards, 2 touchdowns. 2020, the COVID-shortened season and everything going on, right? 17 catches, 315 yards, 3 touchdowns. In this past season, 2021, 52 catches, 884 yards, and 8 touchdowns. But that's the numbers might not pop off the screen. But wait till I tell you the averages. 2019, 17.6. 2020, 18.5. And this past season, 2021, a 17.0 average per catch. That's a big playmaker there, you know? Now, at Cincinnati, they didn't ask him to run a whole lot of complex routes. It's pretty much just run as fast as he can and get there. So I think that is something he'll have to work on in the NFL. But overall, man, Alec Pierce out of Cincinnati is a very, very good player. And, he had Desmond Ritter as his quarterback, very solid. Standing at good height, right? He's about 6'3", 213. Good size for a wide receiver. I like him too because, like I said, they played in Cincinnati and they were a good team last year in 2020. They were a good team this past season, 2021, in the AAC. And he had to work to get his name out there. You're not going to see nothing too eye catching, right, except for the average per catch. But it's someone who works hard. And a quote I found from their head coach, right, Luke Fickell, he said when he was talking about. He says those 50-50 balls with him become a little more like 60-40, even 70-30. So I think he's able to jump up there, get the ball, and bring it down as a catch. So you love to see that. But you got to have more than that. Like I said, he's going to have to work on his route running. His speed's pretty good. And I think that, if you can run, if he can get to a spot, and if he can really just, put all of his work in there, use his good hands, he could be a solid wide receiver in this draft, honestly. He's got good change of direction. He's got good athletic ability, and he can stop on a dime. So he's able to cut. He's able to get up some extra yards. He's not afraid to fight for it. And as a guy, right, I think he could definitely be a solid receiver in this league. I don't know if he's going to be a number one option, but I think he could definitely be used as like a number 2, as like a decoy also. And I think he's going to be around the league for a very long time, regardless of where he goes. And if he breaks out into a very good play, he very well could. He's athletic. He could do more as a route runner, like I said. And if he can just get a little bit quicker on those routes and cuts and whatnot, that's pretty solid. He's got great pass catching abilities. We've seen that. And I think that as long as he can, stop, if he doesn't drop the ball, if he can catch everything coming his way, if he can get some better routes, and if he can, of course, always get that speed up a little bit more, I think that he'd be great. I mean, if this guy did track in high school, with the 100 meter, 200 meter long jump, triple jump on the track team. Uh, he came from an athletic background, right? His mother played volleyball, and he also played it too. He also played basketball as well, and then also on football, of course. So very athletic parents. Obviously, that generated well for him, and for someone who at Cincinnati put up a very solid career, I think that definitely he's going to get his name called in the draft. And he did a very solid job. It was only a 3-star recruit, but I mean, he wasn't even a top 1,000 recruit nationally either. So, back when we were doing some recruiting specials, we always said that guys with lower star ratings, lower recruiting ratings, that might not mean that they're bad players. It's just that that's how they're viewed at the moment. Here we are with the NFL draft taking place in April, late April. I mean, Alec Pierce is going to be a very good wide receiver for some team that's going to take him. And I can't wait to see where he goes. So overall, I like Alec Pierce. He's going to be a good pickup for whoever gets him in the draft. And I can't wait to see how his career is going to unfold in the NFL. So if you enjoyed this NFL draft prospect look at Alec Pierce today, first off, please leave a like, comment, be sure to subscribe if you're watching on Facebook or YouTube. If you're watching on the podcast on Spotify, Apple, iTunes, iHeartRadio, Overcast, Amazon Music, or anywhere you listen to podcasts, we are available for download pretty much each and every single day, multiple videos per day. We have draft specials, recruiting specials, Leds interviews, history specials, interviews with some of the game's greatest, and really anything and anything football related we have over there on the podcast and on our Facebook and YouTube channels. Please go and check us out over there. Like I said, this episode has been presented by Bet Online. Once again, thank you to the Believe Podcast Network for hooking us up with that. And guys, if you enjoyed Alec Pierce, let me know. What do you think of him? How good would he be in the NFL? And anything else you want to talk about this guy, and we will respond on all of our channels. So thank you so much for watching. This has been my draft prospect look to Alec Pierce, wide receiver from Cincinnati. Have a tremendous day, and we will talk to you again on